reactants and products, uh, we need to use chemical symbols, and that's why it's very important to write chemical formulas. Alright, so let's say for reactants, let's say for example, if we have C2H5OH, ethanol, and this is one of the combustion reaction. They burn in presence of oxygen and it yields 2 moles of CO2 and 3 moles of H2O. So when you write any chemical reaction, you have reactants and products. Alright? So reactants are placed on the left side of the arrow. Left side of the arrow, and products are placed on right side of the arrow. Right side of the arrow. Alright, so that's how we can write a chemical equation. Now, let's see, we are going to work on balancing it. Alright, so how do we balance? Or how do we present that? So let me go to next one. We have C2H5OH plus 3O2, 2 CO2 and 3 H2O. Now how do we interpret? There is a no number here, but we consider as a 1. So we said 1 mole ethanol reacts with you see 3 mole oxygen to produce 2 moles of carbon dioxide and 3 moles of water. So that's how we can interpret it, right? Now we need to check whether this equation is balanced or not. So how do we check? So I'm going to show you a little strategy. That way you can find first it's balanced or not. Okay? So now when you check in here, you have carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, right? Those are main elements. So we can write carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay? Now on the left side, we need to count how many carbons. How many carbons? 2, right? On the right side, how many carbons we have? 2. 2 here, 2 times 1, so which is going to give you 2, right? Okay. And for the hydrogen, on the left side, we have 5 here and 1 here, so we can have 5 plus 1, which gives you 6, right? Now, on here, right side, we have how many? 3 times 2, how many? 6, okay. For oxygen, on this side, we have 3 times 2, 3 times 2, and then there is 1 oxygen here, so 1, so total is how many? 7, okay. And for this side, oxygen is 2 times 2, which is going to be 4, plus 3 times 1, so it's going to be 7. Now when you check carbon to both sides, so carbon is balanced, hydrogen is 6 both sides, so hydrogen is balanced, and oxygen is 7 and 7. So that means this equation is balanced. So we can, right now we are checking if it's balanced or not. Okay? And then we will learn those strategy how to balance it. Okay? So that way we can learn to